Throughout the long history of cinema, there have been dozens of famous super spies. Jason Bourne, Maxwell Smart, James Bond, those pointy-nosed freaks from Spy vs. Spy. In Safe House, Denzel Washington brings us Tobin Frost, an ex-CIA veteran turned rogue agent. Hey, did you ever notice that super spies have the most kick-ass last names like Bourne or Bond or Frost? You never get a guy with the last name like Smith or Johnson. I think I need a moment. With an amazing, experienced cast like Washington and Ryan Reynolds and the great Brendan Gleeson, Safe House looked like it could have been another great spy movie. Thing is though, it was just another spy movie. The cast was solid, but with guys like Gleeson, who has done films like Green Zone before, and even Robert Patrick, who has been in The Wire, you would have thought that these veterans of CIA and spy films would have brought something maybe new. By the way, T-1000, he should really liquid morph himself into something a little less bloated. Man, is that guy getting old. I don't know about you, but I really prefer Ryan Reynolds in films like these. Forget rom-coms, forget failed superhero attempts. Give me the guy from Smokin' Aces. That's the Ryan Reynolds I want to see.
I need you to leave. I need you to do that for me, okay? You go straight to the airport. This is 6 a.m. flight to Paris. Take this. We broke up a week ago. You haven't seen me since, okay?
You love me?
Very much. Go.
And then you take the dramatic Ryan Reynolds and you pair him up with Denzel Washington, you get some pretty amazing scenes. And the duo are really good on screen. There's actually some chemistry between the two of them. Not romantic chemistry, obviously, but this great rivalry, and yet you can see that both of them really respect the other character. In fact, Denzel Washington and Ryan Reynolds are this episode's for the win. Washington is pretty much Washington, where he is so charming on screen that when he's trying to manipulate somebody, he's supposed to be the antagonist, and yet you can't help but cheer for him the entire film. But see, if you haven't gotten it yet, that's exactly my point. You take every spy flick you've ever seen, and that's Safe House. It's very formulaic. Let's see, we'll just a little Jason Bourne, there you go. Oh yeah, a quarter cup of Mission Impossible, the first one especially, and just a pinch of, oh God, no! And the so-called twists of this movie, yeah, they're predictable as well. In fact, I called it about a half an hour into the film. Now, director Daniel Espinosa, he's fairly new to Hollywood. In fact, he hasn't really made a Hollywood movie before, and certainly not this big budget action movie starring a pretty damn good cast. But you'd think that being new would mean that he'd bring something new and exciting, a different approach to an already established genre. Instead, it seems like he just graduated from Tony Scott Film School, where he shot the entire thing in that green and grainy film stock. You know what I mean. Espinosa also apparently borrowed from Paul Greengrass, who directed Green Zone and the last two Jason Bourne films, and his specific, what the hell are we looking at, oh my god, I feel nauseous, fight style. Bottom line, on my scale, it's a burn it. It was a good enough film, but it was also a good enough film the first 20 times you saw it. You've seen it all before, real schoolers, and because you've seen it all before, it's not really worth seeing. I'll pose one last question. What is your favorite cinematic spy flick? Are you a comedy kind of guy? Do you go for Austin Powers, or are you more for the classics? Do you like James Bond? I gotta go with the first Jason Bourne film, directed by the great Doug Liman. The Bourne Identity? That is a spy flick. So be sure to comment below and let me know what your favorite spy movies are. And until then, school's out.